Hi again, everyone. Gary Digit Williams here on Beltway Boxing News and Notes on the Boxing on the Beltway Podcast Network. And as always, you can listen to our Beltway Boxing Podcast Network live on Spreaker.com and also on TuneIn, iHeartRadio, and on Stitcher.com. And those podcasts will come in right away. As soon as we finish up, they'll come right to you as soon as they possibly can. And you can listen to all the great content we have. That includes our news and notes we do every week, as well as the interviews we have commentary, and we have live blow-by-blow action. You can hear only on Boxing on the Beltway's Podcast Network. And, of course, we have some information this week. It'll be a relatively short podcast, but it'll be a lot of information in it because we have an amateur boxing update. We have 3 amateur cards in the Beltway we want to talk to you about. We also have another update on the card that takes place as we record this tomorrow at the Michael & Son Sportsplex in Sterling, Virginia. And also we have an update on and some big news surrounding one of our brightest prospects in the Beltway. He's got a bout coming up as well as a big announcement for him. And then we're going to talk about a card that we talked about last week. And we got some of the details. There's more details since last week. And we can truly say, going into this bout, that this great contender, who's going after a world title in a couple of months, he's going to have the odds stacked against him going into this bout. And we'll tell you why as we go to it. Beltway Boxing News and Notes on the Boxing on the Beltway Podcast Network is brought to you as always by Real-Time Pain Relief. From boxers to ballerinas, for shoulder pain and muscle strain, everything in between, Boxing Law on the Beltway recommends Real-Time Pain Relief, the natural, plant-based, safe, fast, and effective ointment. You go to freepainoffer.com, buy $10 worth of Real-Time Pain Relief. You get a free $10 tube of Real-Time Pain Relief. Rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. And buy DeborahSpears.com. She has great weight loss tips. She has great jewelry as well, and training methods she talks about on her site. That's Deborah, Debra Spears.com. Don't forget to go to the Box on the Beltway page at boxonthebeltway.blogspot.com, and she can and she'll give you great information, and also you can buy things from Amazon.com on that website. So this week we have 3 amateur cards we're going to have in the rest of this month, and there will be a number of amateur cards, 2 in Baltimore and 1 in D.C. So let's talk about them now. Coming up tomorrow as we talk about this will be the Mac Lewis benefit card, the Mac Lewis Boxing Gym, the legendary gym named after in the memory of truly one of the great trainers in the Beltway in history. This man did so much in Baltimore. He really started everything that we know of now in Baltimore, and a lot of the success that Baltimore is currently having can be attributed to the legendary Mac Lewis. I think a lot of people learned from him, and we have great boxers coming out of his gym, and they've gone on to teach other great boxers in the Baltimore area. And they're having a card at the Mac Lewis Boxing Gym, which is located at 913 North Bond Street in Baltimore, Maryland. The legendary IBF junior middleweight champion, the ambassador Vincent Petway, runs that gym. Kenny Phone Booth Blackston is there as well, and that's going to be great. Schedule features some of the top boxers from Baltimore. All tickets $25, and the card is slated to feature anywhere from 10 to 20 bouts. And the first bout is at 5 p.m. All tickets $25, we said. And more information, you can call 443-506-6539. That's the Mac Lewis boxing card that'll take place at the gym, 913 North Bond Street in Baltimore. And the first bout is at 5 p.m. Once again, the number 443-506-6539. Then on Saturday, September 21st, the Nomis Gym in Washington, D.C., they're having their fight night at the Mary Virginia Merrick Center. That's located at 4275 4th Street in Southeast D.C. And Robert Simon runs that. He's done a tremendous job with his gym there. And this card is not only scheduled to bring boxers from the Beltway, but also from New Jersey, North Carolina, as well as Florida. And this is also going to be a fundraising event for the gym. Tickets are $20 for adults, $10 for children. And the card gets underway at 6 p.m. The weigh-in, by the way, if you want to have a boxer involved with this, the weigh-in will take place at the Nomis Boxing Center itself, which is located at 2403 Benning Road in Northeast D.C. I believe that is the legendary old Finley's gym. Many of you who remember boxing from way back here in the Beltway, here in D.C., in the D.C. area, excuse me, the Finley's gym was truly one of the legendary gyms in this city, in Washington, D.C. No question about that. And the weigh-in will start promptly at 10 a.m. So once again, weigh-in's at 10 a.m. The card gets underway at 6 p.m. The card will be at the Mary Virginia Merrick Center. That's 4275 4th Street in Southeast D.C. The weigh-in will be at Nomis, which is at 2403 Benning Road in Northeast D.C. And for more information on that, you can call 202-316-2380. Once again, that number, 202-316-2380. Then on Saturday, September 28th, the amateur action goes back to Baltimore. Baltimore Boxing Promotions, legendary Jake the Snake Smith. He'll have a card at the Horseshoe Casino in downtown Baltimore. Now, Horseshoe, if you take the Baltimore, Washington, suppose you live in the area, you take the Baltimore, Washington Parkway, go right into Baltimore, the Horseshoe Casino will be on your right. It's right downtown near M&T. It's close to M&T Bank Stadium, not that far from Oriole Park at Camden Yard, but it's right down from the Baltimore, Washington Parkway. So, very easy to get to. Now, a few years ago, we had an amateur card, the first boxing card, amateur or pro. We did have a pro show a little bit later on, but first amateur card took place a couple years ago there, and it was held outdoors at the Horseshoe Casino. So youth could be there and be a part of this event. Not this time. This bout will be held inside Casino Theater where we had the pro show. I'm assuming it'll be where we had the pro show. Back in, I think it was 2014 or 15, we had a pro show there. And this is where this will be. Therefore, if you want to attend the bout, you must be at least, attend the card, I should say, you must be at least 21 years old to attend. Okay, you have to be an adult to attend the card. So if you're not, you cannot do it. Now, a host of local boxers will participate on this card. General admission tickets are $40, and there will be VIP tickets available as well. More information on this card, call 410-375-9175. Once again, that number, 410-375-9175. So those are the big back cards that are coming up in September for the amateurs. You like amateur boxing? Always Beltway has something for you. The Mac Lewis one is tomorrow, September 14th. At 913 North Bond Street in Baltimore, the Mac Lewis Gym. The Nomis card will be at the Mary Virginia Merrick Center, 4275 4th Street in Southeast Washington. That's on Saturday, September 21st. And the Saturday, September 28th will be at the Horseshoe Casino for that card. Coming up on Saturday, September 28th. Once again, you have to be at least 21 to attend that card. Now we have a brief update on the card. The Side Nation Sports card will be on Saturday, September 14th, tomorrow, at the Michael & Son Sportsplex in Sterling, Virginia. One bout has been added to the card. That's Nasty Nigel Fennell out of Salisbury, Maryland, by way of Richmond, Virginia. He'll be in, I believe, a 4-round bout against Darrell Harris of Sarasota, Florida. Now, Nigel Fennell is 4-0, all 4 of his wins by knockout. First time he's fought inside the Beltway as a pro. He's fought here a few times as an amateur in the Golden Gloves and everything, but he has never fought here as a pro yet. So he's been training in Salisbury since he started his pro career. Excuse me. So his last bout, he scored a second-round TKO over William Wilson. That was in Orange, Virginia, on July 20th. He's fought twice so far in 2019, going into Saturday's card. Darrell Harris is 2-14 with 1 knockout. He's fought a number of Beltway boxers before. He fought Mac Alice in the 4th, and he fought Jamel Dyer. His last bout, however, was a win. He scored a 4-round majority decision win over Angel Pizarro, who was undefeated at that time, 4-0. That was on August 17th in Charlotte, North Carolina. And so far in 2019, this will be Harris's 8th bout in 2019. It started with the 2 bouts against Mike Alice in the fourth and Jamal Dyer. He's lost to Stevie Massey in March. April, he lost to Roger Belch. That was at Rose Clark Raceway back on April 20th. I happened to be the ring announcer for that bout. He lost 6 round unanimous decision there. He lost to Akeem Abdullah on June 8th. Then the very next week, he lost to Luis Costa by unanimous decision. He's only been knocked out really twice. He's only lost twice by knockout in his career. So be interesting to see what Nigel Fennell will do with him coming up on Saturday, August 14th. Of course, the Swan Song for Tori Nelson. Again, I wish I could be there, but I'm gonna have to do a football doubleheader that day. So unfortunately, I can't make that card. But again, it'll be the Sci Nation Sports card on Saturday, September 14th at the Michael & Son Sportsplex in Sterling, Virginia. Last week, we talked about a title shot for... Oh, before I get to that, let me backtrack a little bit and do something real quick. I got to do this one because this is some big news here in more ways than one. Now, we have 2 boxers that'll be coming up in the bout, on the card, I should say, on Friday, September 20th, at the Cannery Casino and Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada. One of those boxers has some big news surrounding him. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. Undefeated Baltimore, Maryland light welterweight Malik Iceman Hawkins. He returns to action on this card. The Cannery Casino and Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada on Friday, September 20th. Hawkins returns to action against Al the Machine Gun Rivera of Santa Rosa City, Laguna, Philippines. Hawkins is 16-0, 9 KOs. He's coming off an 8-round unanimous decision over Jonathan Steele. That was on July 27th at the Royal Farms Arena in Baltimore, Maryland, on the Gervonta Davis card. Rivera is 20-3, 18 KOs. He's fought most of his career in the Philippines with some bouts in Russia and in Japan. So he makes his first appearance in the United States. He's right on a 3-bout winning streak, but he has not fought since July of 2018 when he scored a knockout over Harry Adrianto in Magallanes, Philippines. Now, that's just part of the big news for Iceman Hawkins. He made a big move in his career when he comes into the ring on Friday, September 20th in Las Vegas, he'll do so as a member of the Money Team. He has signed a contract. Hawkins has signed a contract with Mayweather Promotions. Official signing took place this week at the Upton Boxing Gym in Baltimore. Now, Hawkins will join his gym mate, the former 2-time world champion, Gervonta Davis, as a member of the Mayweather Promotions family. So this is a big move for him. Hawkins had signed with Greg Cohen Promotions a couple years ago. I guess that just didn't work out for whatever reason. I know he didn't fight a whole lot under Greg Cohen. So hopefully Mayweather can take him and do basically what he did with Malik Hawkins. And I think, unlike Davis, who really has, outside of his trainers, really, Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis, who also are Hawkins trainers, Davis didn't have a lot of support. He really didn't. He didn't have a lot of support outside of Ford and Ellis. They've done a wonderful job. Don't get me wrong. Hawkins a little bit different because he's got that support. His mother, Charlene Morrison's her name. She's a wonderful woman. I've known her for a while since I've been following Malik's career, and we've gotten to know each other. She's a great lady, and she will give Hawkins all the support that he needs going forward. No question about that. So I don't expect Hawkins to do a lot of the things that Gervonta has done. And some of the things that have been questionable, quite frankly, in Davis' situation. I really don't see it happening with Malik. I think he's got a good support system along with Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis. His mom has done an outstanding job. Single mom, but she has raised him to be quite a young man. He's a great guy. Really, really a nice guy. So in 2017, Juan Marsh and I named Malik Hawkins the prospect of the year. And he's done an outstanding job. He's still going strong. He's dropped down. He was a welterweight. He's dropped down to 140 pounds. So I'll be interested to see what he does coming up on Saturday, September 20th. His first bout. By the way, this card is a Mayweather Promotions card, too. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. Now, so wish him well on September 20th. We also wish well the man who'll be in the main event, and I apologize for not saying he was in the main event. I did not know, perfectly honest with you, but he's in the main event on this card at the Cannery Casino and Hotel in Las Vegas, Nevada on Friday, September 20th. And that is Bedford, Virginia light heavyweight Scott Cujo Sigmund. He'll be in a 10-round bout against veteran Lonnie B. Thompson excuse me, of Las Vegas by way of Buffalo, New York. Sigmund is 34, 13-1, 17 KOs. Like he told me a few years ago he was going to retire. So much for that. But he has won his last 2 bouts, including a 10-round unanimous decision victory over previously undefeated Ronnie Glass. That was on April 13th in Lynchburg, Virginia. Thompson is 20-5 with 11 KOs. His last contest took place almost exactly a year ago. By the time this bout took place on September 22nd of last year. He defeated Derek Finley by a 10-round unanimous decision in Las Vegas. So it'll be interesting for both these guys, Malik Iceman Hawkins and Scott Cujo Sigmund, see if they can come back with victories on their bouts on Friday, September 20th, at the Cannery Casino and Hotel in Las Vegas. Now let's get to the update on the title shot for Upper Marlboro, Maryland super featherweight Lamont Roach Jr. Now, last week we reported, according to Dan Rayfield of ESPN, that his bout would take place in Fresno, California, against the newly crowned WBO super featherweight champion Jamel Simplify Herring of Cincinnati, Ohio, by way of Quorum, New York, on November 9th, that's a Saturday, in Fresno, California. We didn't say where in Fresno it was, and this is where it gets kind of interesting in many ways, in a couple ways. The home that they're going to compete in, it'll actually be an outdoor event. It'll take place at Fresno's Chukchansi Park, which is the home of the Fresno Grizzlies. This is where Lamont Roach Jr. may have a little bit of advantage because the Fresno Grizzlies are the AAA baseball affiliate of the Washington Nationals. So that may be a somewhat of an advantage for Lamont Roach Jr., somewhat. However, Herring has the other advantages, and this is where it gets interesting also. Herring, of course, is 20-2 with 10 KOs. Now, as many of you know, he was an Olympian in 2012, and he was also a Marine veteran. He served 2 tours in Iraq in his Marine experience. Now, the last time Herring fought was when he won the title on May 25th from Masayuki Ito. And again, it was on May 25th, which happens to be Memorial Day weekend. Okay? The bout that he's having on Saturday, November 9th is Veterans Day weekend. So that's going to be a big incentive for Jamel Herring. And he has fought a number of people. And the last time he fought in Fresno, which is last September, he won the USBA Super Featherweight Championship. Last time he fought in Fresno, California, was at the Save Mart Arena. That's where I thought this bout would be, the Save Mart Center in Fresno, California. I thought this bout would be there, but apparently they've gone bigger with this situation, which is great. But the last time he fought here, there were more than 1,000 active, retiring, and inspiring service members there to cheer him on. That's according to Dan Rayfield of ESPN.com. So the odds are stacked really against Lamont Roach Jr. He will definitely not have the home field. This is a baseball field. Home field advantage on this one. This is going to be interesting. So we'll see what happens. The bout is going to be a main event bout on ESPN Plus, and this will be a very interesting card. If Roach can come back and win this one, this is going to be a big win for him if he does that. He's won 3. Roach is 19-0-1, 7 KOs. He's won 3 fights in a row. He's won 3 regional title belts in his career. Currently ranked number 2 in the world by the WBO. Let me read this quote real quick from Roach. He says, "I know Jamel very well, and he knows me. I'm super excited. I've been waiting for this moment my entire life. This victory will only be the beginning of my legacy. I'm here for a reason. I can't wait to show the world why. I will be the WBO junior lightweight champion on November 9th. So we'll see what happens. Herring has said, quote, our camps have gone back and forth. I'm just ready to get to work. I have a great team, and Terrence Crawford will also be in camp to make sure that I'm my best. Of course, Terrence Crawford is the world title holder at welterweight. Overall, the night means much more than trash talking, since it's the weekend of both Veterans Day and the Marine Corps birthday. So, there's some odds against Lamont Roach Jr. in this one. And we'll see what happens. This will be on Saturday, November 9th at Chuchanzi Park, which is located in Fresno, California. And once again, it's the home of the Fresno Grizzlies, who are the AAA affiliate of the Washington Nationals. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens coming up in the next few weeks right here in the Beltway and beyond. But again, Beltway action always available for you, and it's always exciting to follow these young men and women. No question about that. Don't forget, coming up this weekend, Franchon Cruz Dezern defends her title against Alejandra Jimenez, the WBC heavyweight champion. That'll come up on this Saturday as well. So a lot going on. We'll give you more details, give you results of that card coming up next podcast. Beltway Boxing News and Notes on the Box on Beltway Podcast Network, brought to you by Real Time Pain Relief. Go to freepainoffer.com, buy $10 worth of Real Time Pain Relief, get a free $10 tube of Real Time Pain Relief. Rub it on, the pain is gone in real time. And by DeborahSpears.com. She has great weight loss tips, great jewelry, and great training methods at Deborah, Debra Spears.com. Thanks for joining me, everybody. I'm Gary Digital Williams. Always remember to keep supporting the best boxing in the world, the boxing along the Beltway. Thanks for listening, everybody. Take care.